Hello, YouTuber Woobers. It's 13th of June. It's a Tuesday. It's 88 degrees outside, and it is muggy. Remember last week I was complaining that it was 40 degrees? 40 degrees and dry. Oh, it was raining, but didn't feel humid. It is humid, and I think it's 53% is the humidity if I'm reading the gauge right. Uh, my neighboring farm next door used to do a lot of their maintenance work and building things and everything. So it's mostly reduced now down to things that they can't really handle, like electrical work, stuff like that. So they have a clear glass door cooler that they have in their farmer's farm store, their farm stand, and everyone knows what I'm talking about. They're the things that you go into a convenience store and you open up the door and you kick out your whatever stuff, frozen or cold stuff. And the fluorescent light wasn't working. Um, and this is kind of a repeat issue. You know, it works for a while, but because one of the elements is cold, and the one of the lamps is cold, and the other lamp is warm, you know, on the outside, it lights up that little sign. That you know, the ballasts eventually go, and they take their time, and then they go. So I had a fluorescent light that I converted over to LED. So I had that ballast, and I said, gee, I could just use this ballast, and I put the ballast in, and nothing. And they had a light bulb, so I tried the light bulb, and nothing. And I tried switching bulbs around, and nothing. And for some reason, I couldn't get my meter probes in to check for the 120. So then I replaced the on and off switch, and nothing. I wired it to a cord. Maybe I put it in the drawer. But I took a lamp cord and I hooked that up to the ballast directly, and nothing. So off to Home Depot I went today when I was running other errands, and I picked up the exact ballast that I took out by part number, and I also picked up a second set of bulbs just in case, just to have them, because after all, it's an hour ride to Home Depot. And if I buy them at a hardware store, they're twice as expensive. So I put new ballast in and nothing. So I went off and got the bulbs and brought the bulbs in, switched out the bulb in the front, and it lit. And the one inside didn't lit so much. Took the bulb out on the inside, put another new bulb in, and it lit. So now probably the ballast I took out yesterday was fine. But yeah, just you know, second guessing myself. It's a funny thing on YouTube. I searched all over YouTube. There isn't any. I couldn't find any place that tells me what the voltages are on a ballast when it's wired in. You should be able to stick your meter down onto the end cap and check for voltage at the end of your fluorescent tube. Now everybody has you checking it out on the table with a ohm meter. And who cares? It's out on the table. If you got it on the table, you may as well put a new one in. You don't care. So needless to say, it was frustrating because yesterday. I figured I'd be in and out in an hour or so. I was there from I think around 10. I left there about 3:30. I came up here. They, a couple trips up here once to get my meter, another trip to get a cord, and a switch, and it's just an amazing, amazing thing. And off to Pittsburgh today. I I had a doctor's appointment, and um, for a wound that has healed. And they actually had written down on a paper the last time I was there 2 weeks ago that I was actually healed. So the only reason to go back there today was to tell me the results of a test. They call them PVRs, blood pressure in your legs, check to see your artery flow. They could have done that over the phone and told me they were normal. There was no problem with them. But here I am in Pittsfield, going through the rigmarole because you've got to dot the T's and dot the I's, and I'm happy with that, you know. And I've been frustrated, you know. It was kind of a frustrating day. And then off to Home Depot to get the ballast. I found the ballast, and I confirmed with the lady. And then I was asking her about LED because the backup plan was to convert to LED. And she told me that she didn't have time to help me. I could figure stuff out myself because she's too busy. And they had 5 people putting away light bulbs in the next aisle, but she was too busy to help me with the problem with trying to figure out LED lights, LED lamps. You know, and it's really frustrating. I had another appointment. You know, they weren't ready for me, even though I had an appointment. You get kind of frustrated because you're expecting people to have stuff ready. You got an appointment, people are ready for you. It's but on the other hand, I mean, they're not having the peach of a day either. It's hot and it's muggy, and people are cranky, and they have to put up with people who are hot and muggy and cranky, and you know, most of the time I'm pretty self-serving at Home Depot, but I was just a little confused by the array of under the cabinet LED lighting because they have like a gazillion different types and brands and you know brightnesses and stuff. But often we need to, like, when we start getting frustrated with other people, we should think about how they're perceiving things, and we're having difficulty with them. That might be, you might want to think about how they're perceiving the situation in their life and have some compassion, which leads me right into the conversation from SOTU today. Walk a mile. And of course, they're more elegant in explaining it than I am, but maybe I'm elegant too. But I just thought I'd share. I'm going to put a link down below for their video today. If you're not subscribed, you can watch it from my channel. And la-di-da, la-di-da. Beer trim. And that's it. Ta-ta.